Okay, Evan, great 3-1 win in the cup final. How does it feel?
I'm just buzzing because we worked hard for it. Played well in the second half. Thought first half we were a bit sloppy, but improved massively second half.
I think it's fair to say you come on as a substitute made quite the difference. You must be delighted with the way you played.
Yeah, the ball just came through. I just thought I'd have a go, so just.
Was it never in doubt that you were going to strike it?
No, I didn't know before the ball was coming. I should probably just strike it. Just worth it, really, just pay it off.
You're involved in the second goal. You got the thick header on, didn't you? You got the ball down. And what was the feeling when you saw Cameron Bruce step up to take it?
Oh, I knew he was going to score. Yeah, full confidence in him.
And then that last goal as well of Dan, that was a really strange goal. Yeah. Dan said he thought there was loads of people chasing him, and there was, when everybody in goal was chasing him, really. So, have you ever seen that happen in football before?
Don't think so, no.
But what a way to finish, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was great, yeah.
So what's it been like being in this squad?
Oh, it's great, yeah. Good football, good lads.
Looking forward to next season already?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks very much, Alan. Okay, Josh Cruz, captain of Chester City United, 3-1 win in the Monkwearmouth Cup final. How did you see the game?
I thought the lads did well. Second half was a bit slow, first half, but we dug deep, went 1-0 down, followed them beyond, to be fair, but the lads dug us out, thankfully. And Evan Gray scored a great goal to get we equal. Just from there we started cruising. The first goal for them did give a reaction. That's what we needed, to be fair. But it feels great now that we've won the game and finally got some silverware this season.
And I think the substitutions played a big part. No disrespect for the lads who went off, but it turned the game, just gave us that fresh impetus, didn't it?
Yeah, gave it the energy. Like I said, Evan Gray scored a great goal. Came off from the bench. Lewis was massive in the second goal, getting the pen. But that's the squad. We need the legs. We've played a lot of games recently, so having some fresh legs coming on was massive for it.
And if you look at the last goal, I mean, I know it's been a crazy goal. You got the header out from Dylan and then Dan's away with nothing to beat. But for a 16-year-old, what a moment for him to score that goal.
Yeah, massive. Something that you won't forget, scoring a cup final, a goal like that, where if it didn't go in, then there's still maybe a minute left where they can push on and possibly score an equaliser. But killed the game off and thankfully gave the silverware for the lads.
Great celebrations at the end, but there's still a lot to be done this season, isn't it?
Yeah, we're not finished yet. There's still 3 games to go. Disappointment on Wednesday, but obviously they got a draw on Saturday, so if they slip up a game, we've got to be ready to pounce on them and hopefully take the title. That's what we have to do.
But being captain of this team, you've got confidence in everybody in the squad, haven't you?
Yeah, 100%. It shows today when needed some people to come on, and they came on and produced for it, so that's what the squad's for.
Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm here with Lewis Pendleton, the chairman, and John Gamble, head coach at Chester City United. Start with you, John. You must be delighted with the end result, although it took a while to get there.
Yeah, listen, at the cup finals, you know, people always get on about you want everything, you want the performance, and you want the result. I thought first off we were poor. But all credit to Hartlepool, I thought that they really restricted us with anything of positivity. Second half we were a little bit better, but I think it took them scoring for us to get a proper reaction. And then after that, yeah, we got stronger and stronger and delighted to get the result.
Lewis, pretty much agree with that. What did you say?
Yeah, I think first half we made simple passes look difficult. Give the ball away, fatigue maybe, the pitch a little bit long than we would have liked on our home ground, but not making excuses. I just think we didn't really get into a rhythm, we didn't play. We had some strong words at half time, and we got a reaction. I think we were still, first couple of minutes we reacted and we looked to play on the front foot, then it sort of fell into a lull and they scored and we reacted, and Michael Storman on the bench said to me, we'll score straight away, we'll react and score. And we did, and then you know, the young lads coming on, the changes that were made, that John made are inspired. You know, the young lads, you know, 2 lads who were 16, Evan and Dan, making a big impact there to combine. So yeah, delighted.
Yeah, just Lewis has mentioned the substitutions here. They certainly seem to turn the game. What was your thinking about the substitutions?
Yeah, I just thought like we needed to freshen it up a bit. You know, even before we conceded, I've got to be honest with you, I think we toiled on the pitch and we needed obviously a little bit more from the wide areas. And I thought Evan Gray come on and he was inspirational really. He gets the goal, and I think even our second goal, which we got a penalty, he's won a great headed in his own box to get us on the front foot to get dragged to their box, you know. So all credit to him, like, you know. And Lewis Lembercase come on, he showed it, and I think we always point out that there's a disappointment with lads who don't get in the start 11 from any form of football. I've got to be honest with you, but one thing that, like the whole sports change is what you call impact subs. Come on and make an impact. And that's what I was asking. These lads did come on and made an impact. So I'm delighted for them, you know, and like I say, you know, for us, they got us over the line.
Lewis is fine. You mentioned something there before, right? You've won a cup final 3-1, a trophy which is 130 years old. And your last 2 goals are scored by 16-year-olds. I mean, that's just, I mean, it's smile and there, that's what this club's about, isn't it, really? A lot of that, about bringing these lads through. And for them, to, at 16-year-olds, to play in a men's cup final, both score, take a winner's medal. Memories of weird things like that.
I think, I mean, as I look over my shoulder out the window there's kids playing on the pitch. And I think back to being their age and being inspired by my local team, and that's what football's about. Like, we've got this massive juggernaut of a junior team and a youth section that we're incredibly proud of, and today's a day for the whole club, for everyone who's involved, from every volunteer coach who's involved in the youth section, everyone who's secretary, treasurer, chair, committee member in the youth section, the senior section, the charity, all pulled together. And, you know, I'm fortunate to stand by this big crazy fella on the touchline and growl at people and not really give much tactical advice. But I couldn't be prouder looking out and seeing, you know, God knows how many were in today, 500, 600 probably, and you know, the United Lounge opening and all these young people. But, you know, we've got Chester the dog, we've got young kids walking out with it, and I just think that's it, you know. And I look, 8, 9, 10 years time, them young kids on that pitch will be the ones walking out of this area and into what will be an even bigger ground and an even bigger facility. So really, really pleased. I think when we looked at setting this up, when we first started 5 years ago, I said, John, we need to develop this and we need to develop a Northern League side and look at what we're doing. I'm so proud and pleased that we've built our own club and we're doing it our way from the ground up. And we've got young players who could be inspired by our young lads today. And if a 16-year-old can come on and perform like that, and another 16-year-old can start and more the same, then, you know, that's what we're about. And let's see how far young kids can take us, because somebody once said young kids will win nothing. So, you know, I think we disagree.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And John, just back to yourself. I mean, it's got hard, isn't it? You've won a cup final, but we've got to get them back down to earth because we've still got some league business to take care of.
Yeah, obviously, I think everybody looks at the league, and league Rangers are really strong. We went down on Wednesday and lost for the first time since September. It's a good side, you know. I think what I play credit to the Wayside League, and I say this probably every interview. Some really good sides in this league, and everybody gives a competitive game. And we had a run of Saturday and Monday and Wednesday, and they were all tough games. And now we've got 3 games left. We'll look to try and get the maximum of 9 points and see where that takes us. But just what Lewis has said, I think for a club that's been 2 years in the making, I think we've really done really well. And I think it's down to the hard work, not just on the pitch but outside as well. That's possibly pushed this club. Some people have it that, who do they think that, it's not about that. It's like the first team, the under-19s, it's about promoting them. Michael Spellman's one of the players that we're vastly proud of because he's in Sunderland. Harrison Clark last year. That's our project, I've got to be honest with you. You know, how we do in a league, you know, we want to win, but if it's not the end goal for us. It's about trying to get these lads in the focal eye to see how far we can take them, and hopefully we're doing it.
Yeah, And last word, Lewis, really, just how proud I am of the whole club at this day, because, you know, everybody I've spoken to today is praised the way the club's run the day and the facilities and everything. You know, that must make you feel really proud.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a tough slog for John and I. We've spent 2 years trying to be chief cook and bottle washer, and as we've grown and developed, more people have seen the project, yourself and Jason and Michael and Ash and all the people, too many to name, Connor and Craig, the likes, who see what this club's about. And then, you know, you've got great clubmen like Phil, who's involved as the chair of the youth section, and you know, there's a massive cook final group and people who have worked really, really hard. We brought in staff from Parkview to come and help and support and ultimately volunteer on the day. You know, that's what it's about. No one's getting paid, no one's being financed today. It's a volunteer, community-run club that's making the best of its assets, which is our Parkview Academy of Sport, and we're incredibly proud to be director of that, and John to be head of the academies there, and I think all of those things combined create this into a special club. And like I say, I see little faces running about, I see Chester the dog, I see how proud them kids are to clap us off the pitch and walk on the pitch, and that's what we built this club for. Nothing else, you know. It's proud I think is the thing. Yeah, really, really proud.
I think just to add on to what Lewis has said, I think one of the big pulls for me when we start this project, not Chester Street United, but 6 years ago, Parkview Academy of Sport, there's a bloke called Gary Brown, right? Gary was a catalyst for what you inspire. He's an inspirational character, and seeing today, incredible for him. You know what I mean? He's the heartbeat of this club, and I've got to pay credit to the Durham Council as well, who have enabled us to have this and put on a spectacle like that, and obviously the partnership that we've forged with them is getting better and better. So I think it's all positive stuff for us today.
United by name, united by nature.
Gary Brown MBE, that's what it's